I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it loud and clear. I'm going to tell you why so many white people are on the internet complaining about black people. You know why you're complaining about black people? You're complaining because, number one, you're online too much. That's what's going on. See, the algorithm is designed to give you what you feed on. All day long, you sit back and you look at black pain, black drama. You look at black trauma. You look at black everything. And you make sure that you find things and you look at things that you don't like. So your algorithms is only showing you what black folks are doing all day long. That's what you watch, okay? And your phones are also listening to you. So when you're at home talking about black people, of course, the algorithm also is going to pick that up. You ever sat down on your phone and one day you was in your house and you thought about some Oreos and you told your son to go in there and get you some Oreos and you open your phone up and then all of a sudden there was an Oreo commercial right there? Okay, that's called a pixel. Okay, that's what it's doing. It's picking up what you like so it can put it in the algorithm. If you talk about black folks all day at your house, more than likely, you're going to get a whole bunch of fight videos. If you're strolling online all day and you click on those black videos where they're fighting and they're cutting up and acting silly in the streets, more than likely your algorithm is going to know that's what you like. So all day long, what that algorithm is doing is showing you only the things that you like to look at. And that's one of the things that you see all day. And what happens is that stuff gets inside of your mind, it gets inside of your spirit, and then you develop this strong hate. Now you go on comment sessions, and every time you see something about black, you got to comment. That's why now you're calling it fatigue, and you're saying that black people is this and black people is that and black people is out of line, because that's what you see all day. If I was the type of person that sit up all day and think about all of the wrong stuff that white people do, and that's all I'm strolling on the internet, I'm going to see a whole bunch of white pain, a whole bunch of white drama, a whole bunch of white malice. Okay, so the algorithm is basically feeding your spirit and giving you the things that you like to look at and talk about all day at your house. And that's why you keep saying it. And then what it is doing, it is building up pain. It's building up that hate inside of you even more. That's why it's so good to get off the internet and actually go around and meet people, because most white people who don't like black people, you don't even have black friends like that. You don't even deal with black folks like that. Matter of fact, your whole neighborhood is not really no black people in your white neighborhood. So really what you're doing, you're just trying to build up this stigma of hurt and trying to build up this stigma as if that you're going through this stuff all day long. And so what it's doing is that it's feeding you, it's calling out your mind and making you think that all black people are the same. That's why now you're starting to feel comfortable to talk about black people like trash all day long on the internet. Now your family, your job, nobody knows that you talk like this, but your internet, your social media, that's all you post. That's why a lot of you have fake profiles or have profiles with limited information and no picture and things like that. So you can go around and spew this stuff around all day long about how much black people do this and black people do that. And that is called the algorithm. Is setting the standard in your brain. It's setting the standard in your heart. What you need to do is learn that not all black people are the same. Not all black people like what you think. So what you have to do is just discommunicate yourself from all types of black fights, black drama that happens on the internet, and don't even click on it and go to something else so that you can go ahead and try to bring your mind back to a better place when it concerning black people. Because I believe personally that the whole racism thing is getting out of hand. It's going to a whole nother level now. Now it's getting to a place where you guys are getting so comfortable with saying some of the stuff that you're saying. And I think that soon, eventually, you're going to have to pay a price for that, because there's no possible way that you can feel comfortable and go to sleep knowing that you sit up and trash black people on the internet in the comment section all day long, and you feel like that it's okay and it's cool, and you feel very comfortable with doing it, and you're very outspoken and loud with it. That's going to come a day that somebody going to see you in person. It's not going to be like what you think. I think you need to stop listening and stop looking at social media and stop thinking that every time you go on social media, you got to go ahead and click on a video where it's showing a bunch of black people fighting in the street. It happens in every culture, okay? It happens everywhere. Don't never think that because you don't see your people doing it, they are not doing it. I'm so glad I found a page on Twitter that shows a whole lot of white pain and showed a whole lot of stuff that white kids are doing, and everybody else in the white community is doing the same, some of the same stuff. And let me tell you what, even worse, okay? So every time you see something that is going on the internet and you think that it will cause you to hate people, you probably need to stop clicking on it and go to something else and find something that'll lighten your day a little better. I promise you'll learn how to love yourself, your neighbor, and then you'll really develop that real thing in your heart where you'll learn how to like people a little bit better, because what you're doing and you're looking at all this black stuff is really making you hate everybody and hate black people even worse. So yeah, it might turn you into a little baby Klansman.